Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is bombogenesis. And I choose this word for a couple different reasons. One, because hello, it is a really amazing word. And two, because that is actually what we are undergoing here on the Eastern Seaboard. We are experiencing what is called the weather event called bombogenesis. And what bombogenesis is when the barometric pressure drops very, very rapidly and very drastically, so that essentially what happens is the weather conditions become intense, extremely fast, and we get hit with what would essentially be called a weather bomb. And that is what's happening here in New England right now. We are getting blasted with a ton of snow, and it is coming down really, really, really fast. And nothing really, it's like all you can do in these situations is prepare for it, is hunker down and wait for it to be over. And so the third reason I chose this word is because I see this word as being so applicable in other areas of life as well. Like that we could think of bombogenesis not just as a weather event, but as an emotional event, or in the case of what's going on in our country right now, a political event. That there is, in a way, political bombogenesis happening, that the pressure has been dropping rapidly and drastically, and all of a sudden things are getting way, way, way more intense here in the United States. And while all kinds of people have all kinds of different opinions about this, there is a way in which people are watching it, people are reacting to it, and it is certainly bringing up a lot of feelings for a lot of people. And there's a lot of sense of uncertainty that's going on about what is happening next. And the thing is that in the same way that a weather event like bombogenesis, like Storm Stella that we're experiencing right now, can really only be weathered through, I think in some ways right now what we're going through in this country is something that we kind of need to batten down the hatches, prepare ourselves, connect with our loved ones, take the actions that we can take, and just do our best to remain calm, to remain grounded, and to kind of hunker down and ride it out. Because what I have noticed in the times in my life when I've experienced what I guess I would call sort of emotional or spiritual bombogenesis is that in these times when all of a sudden it starts to get intense, and then one thing after another thing starts to hit all at once until I finally reach that point where the straw is just breaking the camel's back. What I've noticed is that as long as I try to control it, as long as I try to will the outcome, as long as I try to force the situation, and as long as I engage especially my worry and my anxiety and my fear in trying to figure it all out, I'm just miserable. I'm spinning my wheels. I'm not really that effective. And what ends up happening is that I just keep on getting pushed further and further against the wall or into the corner. Whereas when I recognize that it is something far greater than me, and what I need to do is just surrender and turn it over to my higher power, that's when the miracles start to happen. That's when the way starts to open. That's when I start to see new solutions. And that's when I can recognize the aspects of my life that are working and the aspects of my life that are no longer serving me and that I need to change. And so, as we go through this time, it feels like the serenity prayer, the idea of grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can, is kind of where it's at. In that there are things that I know I'm capable of taking action about and then turning over the results. And then there are other things that are beyond my control, and the best thing that I can do is hunker down and ride out the storm. So, as I talk about this right now, I will also say, before I ask you a question, that I've been sort of feeling this rumbling under my feet in the last couple days, and it's been especially sort of heightened in the last, in the last 6 hours or so. So I reached out to a couple other friends and got confirmation from some of my other empathic sisters that it feels like there's sort of something rumbling under our feet. And my sense is that right now it's really, really important to do what we can to be calm, do what we can to prepare, do what we can to connect with our loved ones, to be really grounded, and to just kind of hunker down, because it feels like there's some kind of wave of something that is on its way through. And I know for me that the best thing I can do is acknowledge it, turn it over to my higher power, and do everything I can to remain calm and to just sort of keep things stable and balanced. So I guess my question to you is, in these times of bombogenesis, assuming that that's something you're experiencing right now as well, how are you going to take care of yourself? How and where is that line between your personal actions that you can take, the things that make sense to you that you know you need to keep moving forward and doing, and the point where you turn it over to a power greater than yourself? So I would love to hear what you have to say about all of this. Please leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, which hopefully will happen tomorrow because I will hopefully still have power and the means to record this video or the next video, I am wishing you peace and ease. And if you have to do some snow shoveling, that it is not completely, that the snow is light and fluffy and easy to move. So until next time, please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jennifer Moore, Modern Medicine Lady, and also I would be ever so grateful for your help in getting this word out. So please like this and share this and pass it along to other people who would find it interesting. Thank you so much for helping me, and until next time, peace.